Come on in the room. Yeah. Woo! I've been dancing to that song all day long, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Happy September 21st. Earth, Wind, and Fire must have knew something because today was one of the most gorgeous days I have ever seen in my life. Everybody in my circle was happy and dancing. We just caught the vibe today. I pray that you can catch the vibe. We are sending the vibes out today. Happy Wisdom Wednesday with Richelle. Come on in the room. I see you there. I've got my tablet over here. I can see you here. We are going to have a conversation about private banking. Everybody in the world should have some type of private banking system. You know what I'm saying? So I am so excited about this topic. I came with the September 21st Earth, Wind, and Fire vibes. Facebook, I am not Earth, Wind, and Fire. So I do not own the copyrights to that music, but that was the whole spirit today. Dancing in September. Never heard a cloudy day. Yes, yes. Beautiful sunshine, birds singing, perfect 82-degree weather here in the DMV. So, hello, everybody. If you're just getting this notice, come on in the room. I'd like to say hello to you. I see you. I have my tablet right here. I will respond to you if you have any questions. So just come on in. All right. So I tell you what, we are going to go ahead and get started. First, let me introduce myself to you. And I'm going to do that by sharing my screen. All right. So my name is Richelle Dickerson. And I'm the proud CEO of Rhema Financial Solutions here in Woodbridge, Virginia. For those of you who've never heard the word Rhema, Rhema means God's spoken word over whatever. Rhema means God's spoken word. So hearing the God of the universe concerning your finances, I believe, is the core of the company that he gave to me. So hearing God and being sensitive to what you should do with your finances, that is the core of our company. Here in Woodbridge, Virginia, I am a licensed insurance and annuities broker. My passion is tax-free wealth for everyone I see. And our core is that anyone with the right mindset can be a millionaire. Our focus is to take the average person and show them how to set money aside to target $1 million or more. And we have found a way to do that with just little monthly increments, growing tax-free and an above average interest rate. So we are so excited, and we spread this excitement every time we go to see a family or meet somebody on a Zoom call. I am finding that their hearts are pumping and that they are catching the vision that, yes, I too can know what the wealthy know, and I can apply the principles of compound interest and tax-free knowledge, and I can be wealthy as well. Can you be wealthy? Can you feel the vibes? Well, listen, come on in and chat with me on the chat. Say hello to your girl. Like, share, copy this video. There's going to be some nuggets laid down today, some of which you may have never heard before. Okay, let's get started. All right. So, the opportunity that we present at our company, number one, is financial education. We are passionate about depositing nuggets into people. Financial literacy should be the number one course offered in middle school and in high school. Anybody? Can I get an amen on that? Financial literacy, in a lot of cases, when you think about Joe Dudley and some folks that only had an elementary school education, but they learned financial literacy and changed the world. Financial literacy is how we will change the world. So we are passionate about doing workshops and seminars. I have a seminar after our women's conference on Saturday at 2:00. Well, I'll be going into a church on a Zoom call and talking to 40 congregation members about tax-free wealth and retirement planning. So we love to work inside of families and inside of communities on an intimate basis. It helps keep us accountable. So when one family member knows what company the other family member has, who the broker is of that family, that keeps us accountable, and it keeps a covering on the family. All right. The other opportunity is the opportunity to build your own business. We train and help get licensed agents and brokers. Whether you just want to make $1,000 a week part-time, or you want to make a 7-figure income, we have a mentoring group that is world class, and that is no cap. Our mentors will take you out in the field. You'll be able to shadow and watch how we stroke 6 figures, 7 figures, or even maybe just a couple of $100, well, $1,000 with our pen. You'll be able to shadow 6 and 7-figure mentors in the field. We offer 3 to 5 training classes, everything from product knowledge to how to close indexed annuities. We are, I'm telling you, when it comes to being personable and it comes to knowledge, we outshine them all. Our average agent earns $1,000 a week, no cap. And that is helping a family set aside $100 to $200 a month. I'm saying helping a family save, not spend, helping a family save $100 to $200 a month. Our part-time new agents earn $1,000 a week. So if you're looking at me and you think you can do what I do, or if someone drops into your spirit and you say, I think I know someone who would be good at that, send them my way. We will offer you $500 if that person gets a license and writes business for 3 months. We bless those who bless other people. All you have to do is send them my business card or take a picture of this presentation at the end. All right. So let's talk about the 3 banking systems. There are 3 banking systems. The first banking system is your bank account. Navy Federal, PNC, Wells Fargo, right? These are your personal bank accounts, savings account, interest-bearing checking accounts, money market accounts, CDs, muni bonds. Did you know that your savings account at the bank is taxable? So if you save, it doesn't matter, $1,000, and you earn 5 cents on that $1,000, the IRS is going to send you a 1099, and you're going to have to pay income taxes on that negative 1% that you earn from the bank. And bank interest rates are lower than the rate of inflation. Most banks pay negative 1%. So obviously, this is not the bucket for accumulating wealth. You can't accumulate wealth in a bank system where you have to pay taxes and you earn less than 1%. These bank accounts are simply a garage for your emergency funds. That's it. It's a safe place to put your emergency money. We recommend that once you accumulate 6 months worth of emergency savings, that you begin to diversify your funds. No more than 3 to 6 months should be stored in a passbook bank account, or else your money is collecting mothballs. The second bucket is your tax deferred bucket, and that's your 401k, thrift savings plan, IRAs, 529 college plans. These plans are called qualified plans because they qualify as a tax write-off at the end of the year. So if you're putting money into these plans, notice that at the end of the year, you are allowed to write this off. Well, you write it off regardless, right? So what does that mean? That means you have never paid taxes on this money. So when you go to withdraw it out, you're going to have to pay both federal and state taxes. Federal income taxes run between 10 and 37%. State income taxes run between 4 and 13.3%, depending on what state you live in. If you're under 59 and a half years old, you're also going to have to pay the IRS an extra 10% penalty. And if you withdraw or roll your money out of that plan because you left that employer, you're also going to have to pay an administrative fee. Taxes, federal and state, early out penalties, and administrative fees will all come out before you can touch the money. The average person pays a minimum of 37 to as much as 60% of their 401ks and thrift savings plans back to the IRS and to their administrators and employees. Remember, this money is owned by two people, the government and your employer. So they can decide how much they want to assess the fees according to the taxes and according to how the company did each year. We highly recommend, if you have a 401k at an old employer, don't leave that money behind. Take it with you and put it into a private banking system. All right. So the second bucket is your tax deferred bucket. That's the bucket where you don't pay taxes until you retire, or you're putting off paying your taxes. The third bucket is the sweet spot. Can you taste it? The third bucket is the tax-free bucket. Okay. We got to elongate the tax-free bucket. That is your Roth, ROTH, and your cash value life insurance policies. Index universal life, whole life, high cash value whole life, final expense whole life. These are your tax-free buckets. With the Roth IRA, Senator Roth invented an IRA in the 70s, and he said, let's get people to pay their taxes up front. And when they do that, we will give them the benefit of growing their money tax-free and then pulling out the whole harvest tax-free. So all the growth and what you put in, you can turn it on tax-free in a Roth annuity. All right, I hope y'all got that. But there's a limit on how much you can put in. There's also a limit on how much you earn. So if you earn over a certain amount, you cannot get a Roth. The limit on how much you can put in is $6,000 a year if you're under age 50, and $7,000 a year if you're over age 50. So because you can grow the whole harvest tax-free, there are limits on the Roth. The third bucket, well, in this tax-free bucket, there's a sweet spot, and we call it the rich man's Roth or the laser fund. It's called the Index Universal Life. It is one of the sexiest life insurance policies that exist, where your money mirrors the stock market. Notice I said mirror, not buying stocks, but your money mirrors the stock market and takes no losses. So you earn stock market gains and zero losses tax-free. That's in your indexed, Index Universal Life, indexed annuities. I just dropped some sweet nuggets on you. Rewind this later on. Get your pen and paper and write down what I said. Because I could charge, but I don't. Okay, so I just dropped some sweet nuggets on you. Also, high cash value and cash value life insurance. When your policies are structured properly, you can borrow the company's money and keep your money growing in the policy uninterrupted compound interest. That sounds like a song in my heart. Uninterrupted compound interest. Uninterrupted compound interest. Uninterrupted compound interest. Woo! That's a sweet spot, y'all. That is the secret of the wealthy. Using other people's money. That's the secret of the bank. using other people's money, and your money is uninterrupted and it keeps growing. So you never touch your money, but you leverage the life insurance company's money. All right. So if you understood what I just said, you have something called the money consciousness. If it kind of went over your head a little bit, no worries. Let's jump on a Zoom call and break it down for you even more. All right? Anybody watching? You guys will watch. All right. So the first two buckets are called public banking systems. These two buckets are exposed. They are open to government lawsuits. If you ever got a traffic ticket, or you were in a car accident, or you owe child support, or you owe back rent, any of those things, when you pass away, your debtors will freeze the first two buckets because they're in what's called a public banking system. All right. The third bucket is in a private banking system. The money that you save in life insurance policies and life insurance contracts is untouchable by garnishing. In other words, let me give you an example. O.J. Simpson. O.J. was sued by the Goldman family. And when he was sued, he went to jail and all of his assets were seized. But according to Forbes magazine, when O.J. came out, he earned $600,000 in passive tax-free income because O.J. stuffed life insurance contracts with his NFL retirement and life insurance policies, so that when O.J. hit 70, he just turned on a $600,000 income and nobody can touch it because he's streaming it out of a private banking system. So my high recommendation to you is that you make sure you have a private banking system, because you never know when you're standing in front of a judge and that judge says you owe X, boom, and they seize your bank account, your paycheck, your thrift savings, your 401k. If you've got some kind of life insurance contract, life insurance annuity, or a life insurance policy, that may be the only money that you have to live on. But if you're as smart as O.J. Simpson, you're going to be singing the MC Hammer song. Can't touch this. Do, 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 right? Because you were wise enough to set money aside in a private banking system. So we say model the wealthy. Keep your emergency funds and your retirement money set aside in a private banking system. Some of you are going through a divorce. You need a private banking system. Some of you have speeding tickets and car accidents. You need a private banking system. Some of you owe a lot of child support. Some of y'all got children that you haven't even claimed. You need a private banking system. Even if you don't have all that drama, you still need a private banking system. I'm going to drop it in the chat. I'm going to say private banking system. so that you are saving systematically, privately. All right. So let's do a coaching call, me and you. And during that coaching call, we're going to fill out a fact finder. We're going to find out what your goals are for the future, how much money you need to have saved in order to live comfortably in retirement or disability. How much life insurance do you have? Do you have too much? Do you have enough? I really believe there's no such thing as too much, but some people feel differently because their children are independently wealthy. You understand what I'm saying? So it depends on who you are, right? And what type of life insurance do you have? Do you have a term policy? And then when you hit age 60, it's jumping up to $400 a month. You better look on page 2 in your policy or page 3 in your policy and check out the cost of life insurance if you have a term policy. Or do you have a federal government employees life insurance or veterans group life insurance where it expires? Or the price goes up after you retire, the price goes up every 5 years, or the life insurance decreases in value. Do you have a term policy? Let's do a policy review. If you're not sure, 30 minutes, and we can review that policy to make sure it covers you for the rest of your life. How much money can you comfortably set aside? How much money are you wasting? Do you have 5 television subscription channels and you only really watch 2? Do you have multiple apps where apps are coming off your cell phone bill? Everything from Amazon to Spotify to I'll just name it, where you've done a lot of free trials and haven't noticed that they're taking $9, $10, $15 off your cell phone bill? Do you eat out and spend $30, $50 a week? Do you eat lunch downtown or by your job every day where you're spending $10, $15, $20 a day eating out on lunch? Where's the waste? There might be a couple of $100 that you're spending that you can cut back. Take that money, redirect it into a private banking system. Are you putting money over your matching fund in your 401k and just watching that money go down the toilet with the stock market and the amount of taxes, penalties, and fees that you have to pay? So over the matching, the money is just really going back to Uncle Sam or sliding down the sliding board of being lost on the market. Let's do a fact finder. Let's get together for about 30 minutes. And if we really have to dig deep, we may take an hour, or we may have to do a couple of appointments and come back. But we will walk it out with you. This is not a one and done. We are with you for life. You are our family. When you come and you're our client, you are family. And we walk with our family to prosperity, the pathway to prosperity. We go hand in hand, step by step. We're always in your pocket. So if you can feel the vibration of that, I want to encourage you, let's get together and design a plan that works with your budget, works with your heart, and works with your mind. There is my business card. And that is my QR. So I'm going to ask you to pull out your cell phone right now and take a picture of that QR code. You're going to see a button that says book me. Hit that button and jump on my calendar. I have opened up next week. There's only a few slots available. My agents book appointments all over the country. While I'm asleep, my agents jump on there and just book appointments. And then clients who need policy reviews, they go on there and book appointments, as well as seminars. From seminars, people go on there and book appointments. So this is an open appointment schedule. So I want to encourage you to not hesitate and go ahead and book that appointment. And it'll just be me and you. Won't be anybody but just me and you and whoever else you invite. Let's do a policy review. Let's see if we can be tax-free wealthy. All right. Again, my name is Richelle Dickerson. I'm the CEO of Rhema Financial Solutions, and I love what I do. I love it. It's so satisfying. I love what I do almost as much as I love praise dance. And y'all know I love to praise dance. For me, my soul takes so much joy in seeing you prosper. I feel you. All right. So, love and blessings, everyone. Again, rewind this video, stop it, take some notes, call me, text me, book me if you have any questions. Love you. Big kiss.